Helen Keller once said, "Smell is a potent wizard that transports you across thousands of miles in all the years that you have lived." It means that there are scents that reminds us of a certain memory. All of us have been to a mall, right? So that means that all of us have encountered in Macy's or any department stores that whenever we pass by on their perfume sections, we tend to see some employees handing out a strip of paper like this one with a spritz of fragrance they are trying to sell. I personally own a few different kinds of perfume. That's why I'm fascinated to the person behind creating these fragrances. From the book The Chemistry of Fragrances by David Pivas, he claims that the industry behind the fragrance is global and worth $152 billion every year. Science expands people's knowledge, such as a chemist. One of their discoveries is to construct a scent. A career that I find interesting is a fragrance chemist, and today I will talk about their job duties, their educational requirement, and their salary. First, I will talk about their job duties. For instance, a perfumer mixes synthetic or raw aroma compounds to create the desired scent. From the article Perfume Chemist by Steve Miller, he claims that fewer than 5% of 3,000 ingredients are of organic composition. Some of their ingredients are raw materials, so they have to do some kind of methods like odor isolation or solvent extraction. Solvent extraction is where they extract the aroma from a raw material like flowers. They also work with creative developers, marketers, and companies in the course of creating a new scent. They also need to be engaged with the consumers' trends and demands. Moving on from their job duties, I will talk about their educational requirement. They are required to have a bachelor's degree in chemistry. A specialization in organic, physical, and synthetic chemistry is often needed. For a higher level position or managerial position, they are required to have a doctoral degree or master's degree. In addition, from the same article of Steve Miller, he claims that some fragrance companies run in-house schools to train their future employees. They want to train their future employees because they want to have a specific discipline within the field of chemistry. Now that I've talked about the educational requirement of a fragrance chemist, then let me talk to you about the salary of a fragrance chemist. For starters, the starting salary of a fragrance chemist is around $71,000. However, some big companies like Simris, which is a major producer of flavorings and fragrances, they pay their perfumers around $200,000. Moreover, from the website of Bureau of Labor Statistics, it indicates that the employment of the chemist is projected to grow 7% from 2016 to 2026. In conclusion, this career can create different fragrance not only in perfumes but also in household supplies like shampoos, body wash, laundry detergent, and so on. Different types of fragrances attracts a specific person based on what they prefer. And smells, some of the scents that we smell trigger us and reminds us of a certain memory or a person that we always cherish. Today I talked about the job description, the educational requirement, and the salary of a fragrance chemist. This career can formulate a fragrance which a consumer will make it as their designated scent. French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau once said, "Smell is the sense of memory and desire."